2026 is shaping up to deliver some truly unusual and ambitious game projects. Developers are experimenting with strange concepts, unexpected gameplay systems, and worlds that feel unlike anything else. Let's get into it.
Okay, so we work.
Totally Secure Airport is a cooperative simulation game where players work as airport security guards managing passenger checks before boarding. Gameplay includes scanning documents, inspecting luggage for contraband, identifying suspicious passengers, and coordinating tasks with up to 4 players. Each player can handle different duties such as operating scanners, controlling the queue, or searching bags while the line of travelers continues to grow and flights prepare for departure.
Bingo. So green wire.
Okay, got it.
No, don't cut it.
Shark Dentist is a horror roguelike where players act as a dentist treating the teeth of a giant shark inside a dark clinic. Gameplay involves selecting tools such as drills, syringes, mirrors, and other equipment while monitoring the shark's pulse, oxygen levels, anesthesia, and rising stress. Each session includes randomized dental problems, limited resources, and unexpected equipment issues that require careful decisions to complete procedures without provoking the shark.
Куда мы едем, бро?
Не знаю.
Кажется, мы в зазеркалье с тобой.
Pawn is a first-person co-op stealth horror game where players act as criminals completing missions for a syndicate inside guarded locations. Gameplay includes coordinating with teammates through a tactical tablet, monitoring cameras, avoiding traps, and managing noise while moving through dark areas. A powerful AI-controlled hunter reacts to player actions and sounds, forcing teams to stay quiet, assist captured teammates, and navigate procedurally generated floors while completing objectives.
О, сейчас приду.
Спасибо, бро, что спас меня. 3 часа ждал тебя. Где сумка моя?
Да что-то не видно. Ладно, валим отсюда. Куда идти вообще нам?
Ну я не знаю, бро, я ничего не вижу вообще. Я слепой. Что?
Бежим!
Меня сейчас захуярит, я
Сука!
Меня, wait, бро.
Забегаем! Прощай, бро.
Gate Guard Simulator is a medieval simulation game where players work as a castle guard responsible for controlling who enters the fortress. Gameplay includes checking documents, verifying seals, searching carts, and questioning visitors to detect smugglers, criminals, or people carrying forbidden items. Players also use tools to inspect goods, watch for signs of illness, and follow changing rules from the kingdom. Decisions about allowing entry, rejecting visitors, or accepting bribes influence income and the safety of the castle.
The peasant pulls a rusted cart, the cheese he's carrying smells like fart. He probably prize 2 nuns apart and made it from the shavings. The gate protects our faith, the gate will keep us safe, provided the gate isn't guarded by a moron. Provided the gate isn't guarded by a moron.
Sorry.
Start Become is a third-person adventure platformer where players control a microscopic cell competing with millions of others inside the human reproductive system. Gameplay includes swimming through fluid currents, collecting sugars and proteins to upgrade abilities, avoiding immune cells and acidic hazards, and rescuing nearby cells to overcome obstacles. Movement mechanics involve wiggling, dashing, pushing through membranes, and navigating biological pathways while improving speed, durability, and efficiency to reach the final objective.
But it will not be easy. where millions perished. You become.
Clive Barker's Hellraiser Revival is a first-person action horror game based on the Hellraiser series where players control Aiden while using the Genesis configuration puzzle box to confront supernatural threats. Gameplay includes combining the box's abilities with conventional weapons while fighting cultists, monstrous creatures, and Cenobite forces. Objectives involve surviving encounters inside the labyrinth and using the puzzle box's powers strategically during combat and progression.
Sometimes the things we think we need are not all that good for us.
As you say, I have witnessed you, Aiden Lynch. You crave what we offer, your desires so plentiful. Give in to your thirst.
Such delicious torment. It is done. She belongs to the labyrinth now. But perhaps we can come to an arrangement.
What do you want from me?
Aiden Lynch. You will give yourself to our purpose. All that you are. Let us begin.
Outfishing is a first-person horror fishing game where players catch fish in a remote lake area while managing gear, income, and a small camp. Gameplay includes casting lines to catch different fish, selling catches to upgrade equipment, and improving the camp to support longer trips. A day and night system changes conditions around the lake while players search the forest and shoreline for clues connected to a past disappearance and avoid threats that appear after dark.
Why would anyone hide this down here?
You'll never leave this place.
Fuck, what even is that thing?
Kingmakers is an action and strategy game where players travel to medieval England while using modern weapons and vehicles during large-scale battles. Gameplay combines third-person shooting with battlefield command, allowing players to fight directly while issuing orders to armies made up of archers, cavalry, and infantry. Battles simulate thousands of soldiers at once, and players can build defenses, control units, and coordinate attacks in solo or cooperative play. Militsioner is a first-person immersive simulation game where a giant policeman constantly watches the player while they attempt to escape a strange town after being arrested. Gameplay includes stealth, dialogue choices, stealing items, and manipulating characters through a dynamic mood system that reacts to player actions. Players search for ways to reach the train station by completing tasks, bribing or deceiving characters, breaking into locations, and avoiding capture while the giant authority figure monitors the town.
Such a nuisance. And worst of all, you've tried to flee. And it pains me deeply. But a lamb that's always lost has to be cold.
Dreadmoor is a first-person fishing adventure game set in a flooded world damaged by a past catastrophe where players travel between scattered settlements using a fishing trawler. Gameplay includes catching different fish species, upgrading the boat, crafting equipment, and managing supplies gathered from shipwrecks and abandoned structures. Players also fight mutated creatures on land and water while trading catches with merchants and improving tools such as bait, harpoons, and survival gear. Masters of Albion is a strategy simulation game where players act as a god controlling a town and its inhabitants while building structures, managing workers, and designing items such as weapons, armor, and tools. Gameplay includes constructing and customizing buildings, assigning tasks to citizens, and using god powers to interact with the environment or influence characters. Players can also possess villagers or heroes to perform tasks directly while defending the town from creatures that attack during nighttime.
A mine that doubles as a house means the workers can sleep on the job. Oh, quiet down, quiet down. You hear that? Looks like he's seen a ghost. See if he's all right. You don't want to go in there, pal. There's a lot of horror under the ground here. Put a decent blade in my hands, and I'll turn the tables on these soulless sons of britches and take the fight to them. Make me a sword, and I'll make these caves safe for you. There's enough evil in Wormscar as it is. An extra sword hand would serve you well. Get that order for a sword and slap it in the factory. Remember, you only need to design a weak weapon here. Cost some time to make should be on your mind. Now that's a worthy weapon. Come on, let's get on with it. Well, go on then, big hand. Get to work. Ooh, use that new mine of yours. Look at the craftsmanship of that! Just feel the heft! Take these. Fair swap, I reckon. I've no knack for weaponsmithing, but you clearly do. Right, time to get back in. If you want to come in here behind me, you better get some armour. What you're wearing right now is no bother for a bandit's blade. See you later, big head! It pays to listen to the folk that talk to you. That fella's not wrong. You don't want to go in there without armour. Get suited up. Oh, nicely done. You can kit out any of your heroes in the armory. That one could do with some new gear. Good choice. Use that big hand of yours and slip inside the hero's mind. Right, time for some caving. Don't take too long down there. Sun will be down soon. You're on your own down here. I hate cramped spaces. Did you forget to flush the toilet when you was born? Look, sun's almost down. Your people need you. Scroll out. See that night challenge? Escort these worshippers out of the danger zone. If you don't get this done, you're putting the lives of your people at risk. Better get some defenses prepared. Right then, let's see what you can do. Can't say this'll be easy. Worshippers will be ripped to shreds! Take that zombie down! You stay calm, because I'm calm. I promise I'm definitely calm.
Help us, big head!
Oh, yes, that's the good stuff, you filthy warrior! Die. Make haste! They're at the stone circle! This calls for the hand of a god! Cracking shot! Leave nothing in your path! Destroy! Oh. Tell you the truth, I didn't think you had it in you. Only a few souls lost as well, no bother. So, what'll you do today? You could go check those pirates out. Or you could go back down under. Or you could go give Oakrit some love. Or create your own recipe. Or possess one of your people and go exploring. Or there's... I think it's best we leave that for another time.
Ill is a first-person action horror game set inside a research fort where players confront creatures created by a mysterious entity. Gameplay includes using firearms and other tools while managing weapon condition, modifying equipment, and organizing inventory during combat. Enemies react dynamically to player actions and environmental physics, and a detailed dismemberment system allows monsters to be damaged in different ways during intense encounters.
3 packages left and 1 bullet. Oh, this is...
Scary Cargo is a cooperative survival horror game where players transport cargo through dangerous areas filled with monsters. Gameplay involves moving shipments while managing threats, using weapons when necessary, and coordinating with teammates through voice communication. If a player dies, they can return as a monster that hunts the remaining team, creating situations where players must complete deliveries while questioning whether their companions are still human.
It's here! What now? What now? What the hell? I don't think so. Holy crap! Okay. Oh my god! Whoa! What the shit? Unlock the way! What the hell was that? Guys, come on! Whoa! Okay. Right on. Well, that couldn't get much worse. Ah! Oh, goodbye, friend. Whoa! Oh! Okay, dead. Not dead! Not dead! It's coming! It's coming!
There's an enemy coming up towards you. What? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
I don't... Oh my god!
Animal Use Protocol is a first-person survival horror game where players control Pen, a hyper-intelligent chimpanzee escaping a research facility called Anchorage Station. Gameplay includes scavenging materials, crafting tools, and moving carefully through dangerous areas while avoiding hostile creatures. Players also use a gravity manipulation device to interact with objects and solve problems while searching the station for information about the experiments and the events that occurred there. Darwin's Paradox is an action-adventure platformer where players control Darwin, an octopus trapped inside a large industrial complex after being taken from the ocean. Gameplay includes platforming across machinery, solving environmental puzzles, and avoiding hazards while navigating factory areas and surrounding structures. Darwin uses abilities such as swimming, camouflage, and flexible movement to bypass traps, hide from threats, and progress through interconnected areas of the facility. Low Budget Repairs is a simulation game where players run a small renovation business inside 1990s apartment blocks while completing repair and remodeling jobs. Gameplay includes painting walls, installing tiles, moving furniture, and purchasing cheap tools to finish tasks quickly. Players manage budgets, accept contracts, and make decisions about cutting costs during repairs, which can increase profits but may also create problems if clients discover defects. Ontos is a science fiction adventure game set inside a repurposed moon hotel called Samsara, where players investigate strange experiments linked to the protagonist's father. Gameplay includes searching rooms for clues, operating complex machines, calibrating analog systems, and gathering materials needed to progress through different areas of the station. Players confront unusual tests and narrative decisions while uncovering information about the facility and the events connected to the research conducted there.
Is existence really? Surely a question without an answer. Your father thought he knew, and it inspired him to grant wishes.
Who's that? Nightmare. Yes!
That's why all of us are here. You want to understand, to know. Then you have to step beyond the walls surround you. Play your father's game. Push the very limits until you're in reality itself breaks.
Ritter and Rotwein is a medieval action game where players control ragdoll knights equipped with different weapons and armor from the 15th century. Gameplay uses physics-based movement for jumping, climbing, dodging, and sword combat, where weapon weight and equipment affect character control and attacks. Players progress through levels while managing stability, recovering health by drinking wine, and competing in cooperative or player versus player battles. I Am Jesus Christ is a first-person simulation and adventure game that retells events from the New Testament through interactive gameplay. Players perform miracles such as healing the sick, feeding crowds, calming storms, and walking on water while traveling across locations including Jerusalem and Galilee. Gameplay also includes interacting with biblical characters, completing story events, and using prayer-based mechanics connected to spiritual abilities.
I tell you, get up, take your mat, and go home. Be quiet, Jesus seemed stern. Come out of here, man. Lord, if it's you, Peter replied, tell me to come to you on the water. Come.
Finally, we are meeting. the Son of God, who wants to save all humans.
Fill the jars with water.
We have never seen anything like this.
Subliminal is a psychological horror game inspired by the Backrooms concept where players navigate unsettling environments connected to fragmented memories. Gameplay involves solving puzzles by manipulating light sources, altering shadows, and changing perspective to open paths or reveal hidden routes. As players move through surreal locations, such as basements and water parks, mysterious entities react to movement and hesitation while the environment shifts around the player.
Every misdirection, every distraction you've entertained, I fixed it all! Why do you insist on defying me?
Looks like you've left something on the floor.
Tremen is a first-person shooter where players control a combat avatar sent to fight mutant forces that dominate a dystopian society. Gameplay features fast movement, direct gunplay, and combat across multiple levels filled with different enemy types. Players use a range of upgradable weapons, such as laser guns and shock rifles, while moving through brutalist environments and confronting increasingly dangerous mutants. Showa American Story is an action role-playing game set in an alternate version of America where Japanese culture spread across the country before a catastrophic event changed society. Players control Chuko, a teenage girl revived in a world filled with zombies, monsters, and scattered survivors. Gameplay includes real-time combat using melee and ranged weapons, traveling across different regions, upgrading a personal RV base, and collecting resources to improve abilities and equipment.
高い代償を払うことになるかもしれないな。
お前はハンカチ落としや鬼ごっこをしたことがあるか？
大統領閣下は毎日午後6時にアニメをご視聴になります。ご視聴なさっている閣下を邪魔してはいけません。
あなたがテキサスを日本の財団に売ったから、このようなことが連鎖的に起きたんでしょう。
君たちが第4新環境に行くにはまだ早すぎるわ。あそこは危険よ。
我が輩がこれから一番を知る。それは絶頂寸前の興奮と快感を保つ方法だ。
の行方を知りたければ私の話が終わるまでじっとしていなさい。
私が頭をタックにします。私はアメリカのカウボーイですが、日本の侍でもあります。
愛してる女を人間大砲で空に打ち上げれば空に輝く星になるんだ。
葬式とはゾンビになった者を自然保護区に送ることだ。それが家族であってもな。ゾンビ同士で繁殖しないように必ず。
OD is a psychological horror game directed by Hideo Kojima and co-written with filmmaker Jordan Peele. The project examines the idea of testing a person's fear threshold through interactive scenarios designed to create strong psychological pressure. Players move through tense environments, encounter disturbing events, and react to unexpected situations that build fear over time. The game uses Unreal Engine technology and digital character models based on actors including Sophia Lillis, Hunter Schafer, and Udo Kier. Join Us is a survival simulation game where players create and manage a doomsday cult while preparing for an approaching apocalypse. Gameplay includes recruiting followers from the surrounding population, assigning them roles based on their abilities, and constructing a fortified compound with buildings and defenses. Players also manage resources, develop a belief system for the cult, complete missions, and defend the group against hostile forces in solo or cooperative play.
Bunch of stuff to believe in. Sky's the limit here. Make it yours.
There's a light in my soul, and it's time for these wheels to roll. On the wagon train.
And don't let your followers all die.
It's your star to mine. We'll be dazzling down the line. On the wagon train.
Because, trust me on this, a cult leader with no followers is just a lonely weirdo.
Drivers of the Apocalypse is an action-driving combat game set in a post-apocalyptic wasteland where players attack enemy convoys and fight hostile drivers. Gameplay involves damaging vehicles with gunfire, jumping between moving cars during battles, and using different vehicles based on their strengths. Players confront convoy leaders and bosses while navigating chaotic road battles and switching rides to continue combat when a vehicle is destroyed. Roadhouse Simulator is a first-person simulation game where players start as a bouncer at a roadside bar and gradually take control of the entire business. Gameplay includes handling fights between customers, managing the bar and grill, stocking supplies, and hiring staff to keep operations running. Players expand the building, add services for patrons, negotiate deals with biker gangs for supplies, and manage inspections from the local sheriff.
But don't worry, kid. Little story should ease your doubts. The story of me